pork with your Andalites, Yeerks, and taxons, but we're focusing on the Andalites today. If you've managed to find some earbuds, welcome to the Wonder Yeerk for all your Animorphs rereading and eventual rewatching needs. I'm Sarah.
I am Blair.
And I'm Seda.
What's up?
Last night, I drank a bottle of wine and then took most of my clothes off to a Hoobastank song at a party.
What was the Hoobastank song?
The reason.
Oh, of course. What other
I
Hoobastank
guess,
song is there?
Yeah, I did like sort of an interpretive floor routine that involved disrobing. Because I'm cool and fun at parties.
I always forget that Hoobastank did that song because it's like you have a certain expectation for a band called Hoobastank, and it's not that song.
There was, I think there was like a post going around recently, or maybe it was on Reddit or something, where somebody said that their cousin or brother or friend or something, I'm putting too much detail into this story, somebody convinced them that Hoobastank was Jesus's middle name.
Oh.
So that was why the band was called that. And so they thought that the Jesus Hoobastank Christ was the Son of the Lord.
Oh, yes.
I'm a big fan of that.
I like that very much.
I'm a big fan of JH. That's what the H in THC actually stands for. Did you know?
Is this Hoobastank?
Yeah, the H is... Anytime H shows up in an abbreviation, it's Hoobastank. The guy who committed all the murders at the Chicago World Fair, Hoobastank Holmes.
Yeah, you tweeted about that little Hoobastank debacle last night, and I had just come in from a birthday party myself. Let's say tipsy and very tired. And my immediate reaction was just like pure disbelief. So I I tweeted your name at you in all caps and then immediately passed out. So
I thought that might have been what happened because I replied with a very defensive "what?" And then like 8 hours later you were like, "I love you." I was like, okay.
Okay, cut this if it's gonna be contentious, but what the fuck was that guy saying that's the straightest thing you've ever done?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what he meant by that.
I guess Hoobastank is straight culture, but the thing is, if you, like...
I
feel
don't
like
think, like, performing an improvised burlesque scene in the middle of a birthday party is not a straight action.
it's not.
No matter what the song in question is.
It's like, I would say it's like the opposite of a straight action, to be honest.
Yes, I would go so far as to call it a gay action.
Yeah.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite gay action.
Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about some Andalites, though? Because this is a long book, and Blair is crunched for time.
Yes,
It's
we're going to
so long,
speed run
and
this
it's
podcast.
It's so fucking good.
No, it's really good.
like...
It's so fucking good. Like, I literally deeply considered having my only contribution to this episode be like, hey, everyone, just go read the book. Just go read the book right now.
It's like...
Again.
Legitimately really good, strong sci-fi. Just like straight up, really solid sci-fi.
It reads like a novelization of like a really good episode of Star Trek.
Yeah.
It had a lot of Star Wars elements to it, which we'll get to. But I have to say, in a book that like specifically pointed out several times how weak Andalite arms are, it's very funny that the cover is like a fucking beefsteak Andalite.
I know. Where are my twig-armed Andalites?
Right?
Come on.
Wait, hold on. Does this mean that canonically Andalites are like twink on top?
Yeah, this has been well established at this point by the canon of the Wonder Yeerks. They're twink aliens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but to confirm, at least we can confirm this with like adult aliens now. We don't have to like ask this question of Axe.
Yeah.
We know this about adult aliens too. It's not just that Axe is small, it's that the species is like, it's just a species of twink tars.
Across the board twinks. This is a twink-only society.
Are there even any fucking women? We haven't met a single one.
They talk about mothers occasionally.
There's mention of a mother.
Yeah.
There's a mention. He's like, I have a mom. And that's it. And it seems like such a...
I know we've been over this before, but the fact that Andalites prescribe to the North American human gender binary is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's always a problem with aliens, though.
I know it is, but, like, come on. Capelgate does so much with, like, weird alien designs. Like, the script in this book are fucking fascinating. And then for her to just relegate, like, this simple thing, this extremely, like, easy thing to just, it's a no-brainer, and just, you know, trips over the starting line.
Yeah, and I feel like we've never touched on the fact that, yes, everyone in the military seems to be completely, like, men, which is, I guess, not to say, like, a liberal thing of, like, more pussies in the military or whatever, but, like, you know, I feel like it is a topic that would have come up at some point, I don't know, in a conversation with, say, Rachel or Cassie or any of the women in this.
And it's, like, it really, the only female Andalites we've ever heard mention of is a mom. I think that all of the teachers he's talked about have been men too.
Yeah.
Like, it's
the only time he's mentioned a girl is when he stopped paying attention to Sario rips in class to learn about, in order to just, like, look at some cute girl Andalite.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so out of place in what is otherwise a very, honestly, like, progressive book when it comes to, like, gender, like, girls being able to do shit, at least for the 90s.
Yeah.
One might argue that, like, the girls in these books are the most able to do shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In several cases, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We love you, Rachel.
We do love you, Rachel.
So we open this book in media res with Prince Elfangor recording his dying words into a what the fuck is it called? I just had it pulled up.
He kind of just mind links to his ship, right?
His Heracles.
Yeah, so this is one thing I had a little bit of trouble with, was that everything was translated except for when Capelgate wanted to be like, ooh, here's an Andalite term for it.
Yeah.
It's very nitpicky, I understand that, but it's just...
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think in this case, it's a little bit of, like, these are words that do not have exact translations into the English language. Sort of like...
She could have done her best, though.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong, she could have, but I'm saying it's probably in the same way that, like, Oda uses Nakama a lot for One Piece stuff.
Sure.
Which is, like, not a word... Now, we don't have that word in English, we don't have, like, a one-to-one replacement of it.
Sure. I mean, it's...
But, and, like, I love learning alien words, to be fair.
I really, really don't. It's the main thing that keeps me out of fantasy and, like, heavy fantasy and heavy sci-fi. I don't want to... Nope, I don't want to learn a new language for this shit. I just want to know how sexy are your aliens, and do they fuck? It's basically it. That's all I need to know.
So really early on, speaking of do they fuck, we learned that there are really strict restrictions on how many kids and you can have an Andalite culture.
Yeah.
I don't think it's specifically said that it's explicit restrictions, but it does say that, like,
I mean,
people are going to look down less upon 3 or 4 children being had per family.
I seem to recall the word allowed being used.
That you could be right. I could be misremembering.
Yeah.
I read this last night, so
yeah. Because we get Elf talking about how he has to perform a ritual in front of a wish flower.
Oh, it's so dear.
It's so good. Oh, but before that, we meet... So yeah, it's in media res with Elf, like, training. I'm just going to call him Elf this whole episode. Which I kept typoing as Alf, which is a very different alien.
But what if?
So Gordon Shumway kicks down the fucking door.
Yeah.
And he says, does anyone have a cat I can eat?
Axe would eat a cat. I guarantee it.
But yeah.
I want to eat my little boy.
No!
Geralt's right beside me. Like, we can't. So he's training with his, like, kind of shitty mentor. Mm-hmm. And we meet Unborn, which the only thing I really wrote down there was Unborn rivals to lovers or Animorphs is dead to me.
Yeah.
But basically he's somebody who joined the cadets or whatever, like, 4 days after Axe, and they have, like, a rivalry going.
You mean Elfangor?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. The other one.
Did I mention the wine? My brain is... Yeah.
Listen, I am the only one who is not hungover today.
Yeah.
Your power.
I'm service topping this podcast.
Stop!
Well, I don't know how I feel about what was just said there.
I'm gone. Find a new co-host. Good God. So there. I totally agree. I was like, I want shipping so bad because I was like, yes. And then they get trapped in a situation together and I'm like, yes.
I know. It's like such a good fanfic setup.
Yes.
Like,
no, exactly.
Immediately after this, like the two of them are sort of like sparring, like verbally, well, psychically, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they get called to the bridge by the captain. And because it was the 90s, it made me laugh that they were like, look, they basically said, look, it's the third rock from the sun. And I was like, oh, like the television show.
Yep, and they're about to do some like rudimentary shit around it, and they find a bunch of Skrit Na ships, and the Skrit Na are a really interesting alien race because the Skrit are like big hulking like meat monster aliens, like stupid and big, and then the Na are like formed by the Skrit, but they're very different, and they're like smaller, but like they're more intelligent than the Skrit, and it's really fucking cool.
It's some straight up cocooning shit. It's dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's a couple great aliens in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is always exciting. This book is so much of the stuff that I love about Animorphs that I didn't even know I was allowed to ask for in such a high dosage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
just like
the aliens
weirdness.
that we got, like, when was the last time we got, like, a big dose of aliens? It was the second Megamorphs, right? With the broccoli head aliens and the weird, like, asymmetrical, like, 4 legs on one side, 7 legs on the other alien.
The broccoli aliens will always be the stupidest thing to me. Like, I love it because it is so what it is, you know? But it is just... okay, it's okay, Capelgate. I guess so. I guess I'll allow it.
Broccoli was a false flag.
Yep.
Broccoli was an alien covert op.
Yeah.
I love the trope that we dip into here, which is like the big boss asking for advice from the lowest rank because the captain's like, well, Elfangor, what would you do? And Elfangor like answers. And then the fucking classic Andalite culture, these children get sent into battle because they will physically fit into the ship they're trying to attack.
It's like, good God, yeah. I was like, I know this is a child soldier kind of culture, but come on.
Yeah, it's really above and beyond. They're literally like, you're small, you'll fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this entire book, Elfangor and Arbron are both, like, extremely yelling about them getting to be heroes one day.
And it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's tough.
it's kind of crazy the shit that they both go through. And it's like, wow, you are just a little boy, huh?
Yeah. I love there's a moment where they're like they're starting their assignment and somebody asks like, is one of you good at computers? And Elfangor is like, yeah, he is. And there's like a detail that it's kind of an insult to say that a warrior is good at computers because it's like technician stuff.
Yeah.
Which is just those tiny little culture nuggets that I just love. They're so good.
World building nuggets. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Another little world building nugget that we get is that I don't know if this was known prior, but I didn't know it. The fact that Prince is like a title and not royally associated whatsoever.
Yeah,
we knew that. I'm
pretty
sure.
I think it was kind of established. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember knowing that, but again, I have the memory of a fucking dipshit. So.
Wow.
Be a little harder on yourself.
I'm trying to be less hard on myself, but sometimes when I'm looking for a word and nothing will come except for the bad ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Because when you beat yourself over the head with self-deprecation for 5, 6, 7 years, all that really comes when you try and better yourself is more self-deprecation if you ever flounder. But anyways...
You've got goldfish memory, which is better than dipshit memory.
You know what? I do. I have goldfish memory. Thank you, Blair.
We get a really great alien description of what a human looks like. It makes me so happy. Like they're like,
please rattle that off for us.
I absolutely cannot. But they're basically like, oh, there's a weird weird two-legged creature. I love that the Andalite review of a human is literally like, wow, they're so stupid. Like, they must be so primitive because they're always trying not to fall over because they only have two legs. And like, I identify with that.
One of my favorite things is that like, so we meet Lauren and Chapman, who it's the same Chapman who is the vice principal of the Animorph school.
Which embarrassingly took me like half the book to realize that. I was like, Chapman, that's a fun name.
I just thought it was so weird how he like was such a piece of shit. Like,
yeah.
Like, they truly were like, oh, don't worry, Chapman was kind of an asshole all along.
Chapman was born and bred a fucker.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But so we meet Chapman and Lauren, spelled Loren.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's an interesting way to spell Lauren, I guess. I thought that was like Elfangor, like spelling it really like phonetically as opposed to the way that it's like.
I mean, it could be
actually written. It probably is, but like she is listed as Loren on the Seropedia.
Yeah, but still, I mean, Elfangor is kind of a dumbass, so.
So this book, even though Axe, obviously isn't a main character, gave me a lot of Axe feelings because, it gives a lot of context for what his first few weeks on Earth must have been like, because Elfangor is so completely dumbfounded by everything that humans do. Like, Lauren takes off her shoes and Elfangor like starts screaming because he's like, don't rip off your hooves.
Yeah.
And also the reveal that much like how Axe comes off as like really smart and advanced to everybody else, in his culture he's sort of a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
It really seems like Elfangor, who's this like hero who we've heard about as like a worshipped brother warrior, is also kind of stupid.
He is. Oh my god, I love when they're stupid.
But it's like, it's so good.
No, it's so good.
Like, is that just Andalite culture is not really being all that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think so.
That is sort of explicitly stated at the end of the book, actually.
Yeah.
Andalites can't turn their heads, by the way. Andalites can't turn their heads.
Okay, that was
they have stalk eyes. What would they ever need to turn their heads for?
They have eyes on their face too. Also,
Listen,
two sets
you
of
keep
eyes.
you keep one eye on the titty, keep one eye on the street, and then you get the other two for doing whatever.
Yeah, no, so at one point before they mention that fact, they talk about an Andalite prince shaking his head, and I have to my mind boggles at what that could have possibly mean with the knowledge that they don't shake, they can't move their heads or whatever.
It's like a full torso shimmy, maybe.
I don't know. Is it? Do they just like shudder? I don't know. Vibrant? Is the head vibrating?
Do Andalites purr?
They better.
I hope they do.
Also, another great detail I absolutely loved is that they talk about, I think it's the other dude other than Elfangor. Can't remember his name, even though I just read this book.
Arbron.
Yeah. He like moves his eye stalks in like a who knows gesture, and I was
it's like their version of shrugging.
Yes, I was like, you have shoulders. You can shrug. But
so
also
good.
You're an alien, so you don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, so the Skritna are collectors, and they have, like, zoos with species, so they rescue these two humans, Chapman and Lauren, from the Skritna, and they bring them in, at which point Lauren takes off her shoes, and everybody loses their minds.
It's awesome.
And here's the thing with the arms, because she finds a tree, and she, like, lifts herself up with her arms, like you do with a tree branch, and Elfangor and Arbron are both like, what the fuck? Imagine having strong arms. Holy shit.
I want to do. By the way, I just went to look and see if Arbron has like a full ass name, because like everyone has the full name, like Alaran Semeter Koras or Axmele Eskarith Isthil. But let me just tell you is something I'm sure you didn't need me to tell you, but don't go to the Wikipedia.
Yeah, is it bad?
No, it's very good and very,
spoilers.
very in depth.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I accidentally spoiled myself because I was trying to find if Cassie had a good physical description because I might have made a household of Sims of the Animorphs kids. By which I mean I did, and I was trying to see if Cassie had a physical description, and within like the first 2 paragraphs there were like 3 spoilers, and I was like, well, fuck me.
Now, I want to be crystal clear. I want to be clear about something that I haven't really been clear about up until this point. I did read Animorphs more than either of you. I never finished Animorphs as a kid. I jumped around a lot in the first in the first half of the books, and then I've read 3 of the books past 26. So we're getting to a point where I don't have knowledge past this point.
That is exciting.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm fucking pumped. Of course, I just spoiled myself on a lot of endgame stuff, so I know a lot of stuff that happens, but I don't know how
or why to what
or
end.
when.
Yeah.
I just know the it, and the it is good.
Yeah, I'm really looking. The spoilers that I got made me excited. So there's a moment here where they're really working hard to establish how much Chapman sucks. Yeah. And Lauren's like, yeah, my dad was a soldier and he came back not all there. And Chapman just starts making fun of her dad's PTSD. He's like, oh, what? He went over to Vietnam and he got all crazy. And it's like, dude.
This guy eventually becomes.
What is wrong with you?
This guy eventually becomes a school principal.
Right, he works with children. He was probably a teacher for a while.
He becomes a school vice principal for starters, and it's weird that this does not correlate with the Chapman that we have met. The Chapman that we know, the Chapman that we've encountered in the show, in the books so far is a good person who did not willingly give himself to the Yeerks except for under the duress of his daughter being allowed to live free. That's the only reason he gave himself to the Yeerks.
Yeah, this characterization is very puzzling to me.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that was something we knew about him. And
it's only this... I mean, to be fair, it was only the second book, which is before you came on.
Well, I still read it.
I know you did, but you didn't discuss it in depth with us.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you listened and paused the podcast to interject your own viewpoints out loud and then resume the podcast as though we had heard it.
I do that to all podcasts.
Which is the way everyone should listen to podcasts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been a guest on all podcasts.
I'm never not thinking about that tweet that's the best way to understand what it's like to be a ghost is to listen to podcast hosts try and figure out the answer to something that you know the answer to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so good.
So they're just chilling, and then they're sent on a mission to bring them back to Earth because you got these aliens and you got to put them back where you found them.
With a disgraced prince.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's Alaran. It's oh my god, how do I keep forgetting his name? Arbron. We got Alaran, who astute readers know that that's the name of the body that Visser 3 occupies.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was... I didn't remember that was his name, but I just, because of the way the plot was getting set up, assumed that this was going to be the Visser.
Yeah, no, that's the, I'm pretty sure that name was mentioned prior, but I can't be 100%.
I think you're probably right.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I definitely didn't catch that. But they're sent on this escort mission with a disgraced prince, and then they abandon their mission to chase a time orb.
So good. I love it.
Because it's important. And we see taxons.
Yeah. Okay,
for the first time in a long time, I feel like.
At first I thought, I hated it. I hate it. I was like, the little worms, they're little horrible worms that explode immediately upon landing on ground it seems from any height.
2 or 3 are described as falling and just bursting open. It sucks. These aliens suck. Being the aliens suck. Reading about them sucks. It's just not great.
Yeah. It's deeply unpleasant the entire time.
It really is. And Elfhanger fights a bunch of folks and scares the shit out of himself by being really good at it.
Yeah, he's extremely good fighter, and he's I didn't know that I had this in me, and this kind of terrifies me.
Yeah.
Welcome to war!
Welcome to war. Yeah.
Welcome to war.
And so...
Welcome to war, and also, maybe just growing up with a shitty dad.
Well, we don't know that. We know nothing about his father.
No, sorry, I was learning the feeling that he is having to one that I'm having. Not that I'm like an extremely effective and skilled killer or anything, but like,
you don't
being
know.
scared of scared of some part of you that takes over you it'll happen.
You can be a sleeper agent. You know,
that would be
I
exciting.
mean, I think I just have a lot of anger issues, but that could also be true.
I'm saying two unrelated things.
Okay.
We see a shit ton of Yeerks in the cargo hold of the ship that they take, and we get, I mean, to be fair, he is deeply punished for this, but we get we can't kill them, it's murder. Guys,
Yeah.
they're defenseless, and because they're like, Alarin just wants to, like, jettison the
10,000 Yeerks.
Yeah, and Elf is like, no. They're only little slugs. It's like
he's like, those are civilian casualties.
Yeah.
It's like a one thing when the humans do it, because but also, come on.
Yeah.
Really, you guys are on Alaron's side here.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
They're imperialist and genocidal.
They don't even have their own culture. They just take over other cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. These I completely forgot about
slaves.
these are not civilians. These are Yeerks en route to like enslave Skritna.
Yeah.
My mistake.
There are no Yeerk civilians, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I think that's probably true
at
as
least
well.
that we've seen.
Yeah.
Because inherently a Yeerk, it doesn't seem like any of the Yeerks are happy to just live as a slug. So for a Yeerk to be a civilian, it inherently has to enslave another living being.
There is one Yeerk who has opted to live as a slug, and there are one Yeerk only.
Sure, yeah.
And that's the Yeerk that tricked Cassie into being a caterpillar forever.
Oh, yeah. So then we're on the Taxon planet, and...
We learned that Andalites only have 3 species of birds, which made me laugh so hard for
That's
some reason.
Funny.
possibly be true.
Because also, here's the other thing about sending these inexperienced child soldiers into battle. We learned that Elf has only morphed twice before. In his life. He morphed to pass a test.
Because you're not allowed to morph for fun.
Yeah, he morphed to pass, like, a test or an entrance exam or something, and then he morphed into a bird one time, and now he's, like, trying to acquire and become a taxon so that they can do sneaky shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, so you haven't even trained the literal, by far most advantageous thing about being an Andalite is morphing.
Right.
And you don't even have that?
No.
I don't know, they do have pretty good tails.
The tails are pretty good. That's true.
Yeah. They love those tails.
Yeah.
They do. There's a lot of... they talk about them a lot.
It's good is the thing.
Do you think there's like egos about how long your tail is or whatever, or like how sharp the thing is at the end of it, like grooming
Absolutely.
rituals do to
There
it?
must be.
There must be.
Yeah, do they have to sharpen them?
I would assume so, right? I can't imagine anything that would be naturally sharpening. You know, like a part of an animal that would like naturally be sharp all the time. You know?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
claws.
a crazy thing I just said, right?
No, you're right. I'm just thinking about it. Like, claws are sharp, but claws are different. Because claws are sharp because of their shape.
And also, cats scratch things to sharpen their claws. So
yeah.
There's, like, an effort there. They're not just,
So
like...
do you think Andalites have scratching posts in their whole houses?
I hope so. I really hope so. I love
Elfinger
Andalites.
gets caught because we get this terrible... just start to experience the taxons from the inside, and they're like super cannibalistic, and it apparently manifests as like a completely unignorable hunger for... It's horrific. Like, there's so much in this book that is just gross, because the moment someone gets injured, taxons just eat them while they're still alive.
Which is a fun new thing to learn about
horrifying.
that. Yeah.
And Elfinger, like, controls the urge and leaves, and so controllers are like, yo, what kind of taxon doesn't eat a person to death?
Yeah.
Come with us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and because he loses track of Alaran and Arbron in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Chapman they'd left the humans behind, while
on
they're
the
doing their
Jahar,
thing.
which is the name of Alaran's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Wife?
Alaran had a wife.
Oh.
I also don't remember this, but I trust you.
It's the name of the ship. The ship is named the Jahar after his wife.
Oh, okay. That is
I knew about the ship. I didn't realize about the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 women. Confirmed for 3 women.
3 women confirmed. I thought you were, like, making a, like, Doctor Who and the TARDIS thing. Because he kind of...
There's wife stuff there.
The TARDIS was a woman at one point.
Sorry?
Just for one episode.
Because
Neil Gaiman made
was that
the TARDIS into a woman.
Yeah. That's fun.
Doctor Who has had some stuff.
Yeah.
So
but yeah,
Chapman...
Prince Alaran's wife, Jahar.
Yeah.
Huh.
Why are we on this topic again, by the way? Sorry.
You brought it up.
Because I was talking about how Chapman brings the ship down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I called it the Jahar, which is his wife's name.
Decides to try to make a deal with the Yeerks by tying Lauren up. So, by the way, these kids are like... He's like 15 because she's like 13.
Mm-hmm. No, she's like 18. She's
like
18.
No, she ages later. She's a child.
No, she starts at age 18 and then she ages past 18. Doesn't she?
No,
I don't think there's confirmation of that. Is there?
She's a child.
I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah.
It's first of all, she ages to 18, and also, her age is compared to the Animorphs at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, huh. Okay,
Yeah.
I must have missed that. My mistake.
But he ties her up, and so he's like a couple years older than her. So she's like 12, and he's like maybe 15, and he ties her up and is like, "Here, take her and also my entire planet." Yeah. He sucks so much.
I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the same Chapman that we meet later.
Like at least not in personality, you know.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
There was a moment here where I briefly thought that I might have been wrong and Alaran wasn't going to be Visser 3. I thought Arbron might be, because Arbron blah, 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 gets Nothlitted. He stays in taxon form for too long, and so he's acting really cagey, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is Arbron?
I had the same
Visser
thought
3?
too. Yeah.
Because Elfinger's like, something's wrong with him.
See, when I read him being cagey, like the thing that I thought was that the taxon that had died and gotten split open was Alaran, and Arbron was dealing with the guilt of having been unable to resist and like helped assist in the death of his prince.
You truly went A to D with that.
Listen.
No,
I'm not criticizing. I think it's amazing.
That also crossed my mind as like things like no, this is seeming less and less likely, that theory. Maybe I don't know, cannibalism, did that happen?
Yeah.
No.
But like he's being really cagey, and then Elfingor's like, demorph, Albron, demorph, and Albron is like, would that I could, would that I could, Elfingor.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus.
And then he keeps trying to get Elfinger to kill him, like 4 times in a row. By the way,
it's why do
Andalites use miles? Just in general, and why not at least kilometers? Are Andalites American? No. Like, why? It's fine, but why?
Is it fine? It sounds like it might not be fine.
It doesn't sound like it's fine.
How I have a habit of noticing really stupid things and getting really caught up on them.
Yeah.
Seda, you say that 5 minutes after I've been caught up about like Alaran's wife Jahar.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. We are all particular.
We are all overanalyze Animorphs.
Oh yeah, then I wrote, it is wild that we have not met a female Andalite yet.
Do you think we're gonna meet a female Andalite at some point who's just like a super badass Andalite?
I
like,
honestly
just, like, super
don't.
Cool.
I don't think so.
I think we're just not going to.
Yeah, because they don't seem to be in the military at all, and that seems to be the only interaction we have with their culture, because it seems to be the biggest part of their culture, you know? Which is...
It really seems that way.
It's all very logically confusing.
Yeah. At one point in the process of trying to get Elfangor to kill him, Arbron tries to get him to shoot him, and Elfangor shoots a hole through the ship, and they crash.
Oh, hey! Fun fact: we actually get to meet one in the next. We actually get to meet a female Andalite in the next Chronicles book, in the Hork-Bajir Chronicles. We get to meet Character who I'm not going to say anything about because that's big spoilers. But I knew I remembered a female Andalite showing up at some point.
Well, that's good news. We got one.
Woo! Representativity.
Pour one up for the gals.
Listen, I'm just saying I found one.
No,
I'm mocking Animorphs, not you.
Okay, I thought you were mocking me for a second. I'm like, that's me.
No bully. No, this is bully-free zone.
It took me, here's something you can bully me for. It took me 107 years to figure out that Elfinger was looking at cigarette ads.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, well,
I was like, white sticks? What the cigarettes.
Yeah, white cylinders. Elf's like, I'm looking at these ads of humans putting or this magazine, like, with all these beautiful landscapes and humans putting white cylinders in their mouths. And I was like, what is it?
What?
Is it like a straw? Or
yeah,
like,
some sort of candy.
I was
maybe?
like, do millennials be eating Big Mac and dieted Coke?
Yeah, and can I just say we now get the single most amazing visual. I'm like tearing up because I'm so grateful for this gift that Animorphs has given me.
Oh my god, I know exactly what you're... Yes.
Elf finds a car. Elf
Yes!
finds a yellow Mustang convertible with a Rolling Stones tape in it. And he rips off the top and he takes out the seats and he drives it while drinking Dr. Pepper through his hooves. And it's one of those things, it's like just truly a Doctor Who season premiere.
Yes.
People on Reddit saying they jumped the shark.
Yes.
Scene, and it's everything I've ever wanted.
Yes, this is...
Like, and his continued obsession with this yellow Mustang is so good.
Yeah, he's like, it's primitive, but it is exhilarating at the same time, and I'm like, you dumb bitch.
He loves it. And also keep in mind that by the time they get back to Earth, it's the 80s, so this is probably a, like, late 70s car.
Yeah.
So it's probably dope.
Yeah. Probably is dope.
God. And the Dr. Pepper just killed me. He was like, Dr. Pepper must be human for brown bubbly water.
Sure is.
Like, yeah.
Sure is, buddy.
Sure as fuck is.
And he falls into a hole where they meet the Living Hive, which is a glowing red mountain with tendrils that serve as a subway system.
I love aliens.
And
I really like Capelgate, like, talking about these things. It's just, it's good, tasty. Oh, fucking finally some good world building.
Yeah.
It's wild. And Arbron has pretty much immediately become a Taxon military commander. Because basically, as it's been established before, that Taxons willingly gave themselves up to the Yeerks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now it's kind of like, oh, it's so that the Yeerks were like, listen, we'll find you all sorts of weird meat to eat. And the Taxons were like, sign me up.
Yeah.
But
we do learn about the existence of the mountain taxons.
Yeah, we learned that there's a resistance, basically.
Where are the lesbian mountain taxons? Of course, they're in the mountains. This poses an abject failure.
Yeah. It's great. And, Arbron's like, yo, this is the Living Hive. It's my new best friend, and we're gonna go attack the controllers. Because I'm a taxon now forever. I think I'm gonna live here. Thanks for not killing me 10 minutes ago, by the way. You were correct. I'm gonna live as a taxon. Okay, thanks, love you. Go get into your car and ride one of these tendrils across the planet.
Please rev up your shitty Mustang.
No, the best
and
Mustang
be dead
ever.
in a cloud of dirt when the dust settles.
Yes.
God, it's so good. They meet up with Alarin, who's a Hork-Bajir, and he scares a Visser because he's like, yo, I was there when the Hork-Bajir planet fell, but you know how badass I am, right? And the sub-Visser's like, uh-oh, and he leaves. And then they have a moment Because Arbron's like, well, I'm going to stay here and be a taxon. And Elfanger's like, but who's going to laugh at me when I get arrogant and make fun of me? And they're so in love.
This is the thing. Immediately.
So we also learned that the Hork-Bajir, the Hork-Bajir dying, or the Hork-Bajir falling to the Yeerks was a fault of the Andalites, and specifically a fault of Alaren, who tried to unleash a biological virus in order to wipe out the Hork-Bajir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From, time?
It's a quantum virus that disintegrates
virus,
things. It disintegrates shit by, slowly and agonizingly ungluing the subatomic particles.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not the best.
But, that's sci-fi.
Yep. And then Alarin's like, yo, okay, now that, we've dealt with all that, Elf, it's time to kill all those Yeerks like you didn't do before. And then Chapman and Elfanger knock Alarin out to be like, no, we're not gonna. And then the Yeerk that's in Chapman's head, takes Alarin's body. And guess who's a Subvisor at the moment?
Yeah.
Guess who turns into Visser 3 eventually?
Yeah.
Subvisor 32.
Oh my god, I love Visor... Subvisor 7/Visor 32/Visor 3 in this book so much.
So good.
I was
there's such a good moment here where he mockingly surrenders once Elf realizes that he's now a controller. Visor 3's like, I'm your prisoner. You can't kill me, right? I'm defenseless. And it's like, you're the best villain. You're so good.
Oh my god. Can I hire Visor 3 to just be a villain at me for a while?
Oh my god, please, right?
Yeah, right.
My friend Linus, who's one of my co-hosts on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die. Well, I was tweeting a little bit about how badly I wanted an Animorphs reinvention of a TV series, and Linus was like, please, A, do this, and B, let me be Visor 3.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? He's peak villain camp. And
would be
it's
such a fun character.
Listen. A series of unfortunate events has gotten a TV series. What the fuck is stopping Animorphs from getting one?
Right.
Besides ridiculous amounts of budgetary concerns.
And the vast size of it, I also think is probably
Make it a cartoon. Just make it a cartoon. I won't complain.
That could be cool,
actually. You will still give me I will still receive Animorphs, and you will save money by not doing live action. Do a cartoon. I will watch it.
Are cartoons less expensive than live action?
I mean, it's probably going to be less expensive than having to do the CGI of the morphing and also the live animals.
That's true. That is true. That part is true.
Live animals are certainly a concern, yeah.
Yes.
A cartoon would mean that...
Please turn this gorilla to answer to the name Big Jim.
And also the way that whenever Tobias is in a scene in the TV show, he has to be held like a hawk. He can't just chill if you were a bird who used to be a human and you'd probably just hang out on your friend's shoulder. But it's unfortunately just a real ass bird, so it has to be held very specifically.
No, see, to me, I like to imagine Tobias just being held casually like the Bathsvine, like the little boy in question of I want to see my little boy.
Absolutely.
Just being cradled as a bird.
Yeah. So Lauren has also been turned into a controller, but it's so near the end of its feeding cycle that Elf basically is like, just come at, you're gonna die. You're either gonna starve to death slowly, or I can cryogenically freeze you and deal with you later. And so he puts this Yeerk into hibernation and basically throws it at a sun. So, he's having some moral code adjustments.
Yeah. I just have to say that me and Sarah talked about this before, but I have to bow out. So,
Seda and I will run this shit to the end zone.
Bye, Blair.
Bye.
We just put Blair into hibernation and threw him at the sun.
Yeah. So he'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So basically they learn that the Yeerks are probably tracking them, and they decide to pop up near an Andalite ship so that they can attack them.
Oh yeah, by the way, we didn't mention this at all earlier, but about 100 pages prior, we were introduced to the concept of the time matrix.
Yeah, that's the time orb that I mentioned.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have missed that. I'm very sorry.
No, it's all cool. We didn't really get into it, but basically it's a big old circle that you can time travel with.
Yeah. It's like the time volleyball.
Yeah. It's revealed very early on, like in the first couple pages, that it's hidden on Earth. That's like why Elf was there.
Yeah, trying to get at it.
Yeah. But when they pop up near this Andalite ship, the ship is under attack by living asteroids that eat ships.
Yep.
I don't really know what's happening here, and it's never really explained.
Star Trek, baby. This is Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah. And, a bunch of shit happens. Lauren pretends to shoot Elf and then just kicks Chapman in the dick, which was a really funny moment. It's like, well, yep, because Elf doesn't understand what's going on. It's good.
It's really good.
And then the asteroid eats their power. A lot happens in this book.
So much actually happens in this book.
Yeah. Yeah. And Elf and the Visser are on this ship. And then they're going to fall into a black hole. So they have to bring the time matrix inside because it was being transported. But it was being held by energy ropes, which is one of the stupider concepts that's introduced.
Listen, sometimes you just need a sci-fi way of transporting something. Just use those energy ropes.
Use the energy ropes. Do you think that Andalite scouts have to learn how to tie knots of energy ropes?
Okay, see, that's a cleaner joke than I was gonna do, which is, do you think Andalites use energy ropes for shibari purposes?
Yes.
So yes to both. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Andalite Boy Scouts doing
Andalite Boy Scouts. The warriors are kind of like Boy Scouts, right?
A much more killing Boy Scouts.
I've been re-listening to Welcome to Night Vale, so Scouts are already sort of a weird concept in my mind right now. That show's still good, by the way. They bring the time matrix inside, and the description of what touching the time matrix is so dope. Basically, it's a 10-foot egg that the Elamists made that can do time travel, and when Elfanger, touches it, he describes the fact that he can see the threads of the universe, basically.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Later, I'm aware we're gonna forget about this, but later on when he gets to see from the Elemist's point of view again, later on he sees, the 5 threads that will fight to save Earth, and then they are joined by a 6th Andalite thread, and a 6th Andalite thread.
Yeah.
It's good. It got me a little emotional.
Oh, I got really emotional at the end of this book.
Yeah.
Basically, all 3, so Lauren and the Visser and Elfanger all touch this time orb at the same time, and they accidentally create an alternate universe, sort of, but also as they're being transported, Elfanger talks about seeing, a giant laughing being, and I'm just like, did Elf just see God? Did they time travel and see God? That's wild. I think it's supposed to be an Elamist, but it's okay.
It's God.
It's God. Elamists are pretty godlike. Anyway.
Yeah. It'd be weird if, I don't know, just, you were doing your shit, and then, an angel came down and was like, you have wronged the timeline. We must go back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like A, God real. B, time travel must happen. C, Splinter Universe. D, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. God's a time traveler. Makes sense, honestly.
It does.
So all
that explains why that explains why no time travelers ever showed up to get that huge check from Stephen Hawking, because it's God.
Right. And he's like, I hate scientists.
Yeah. Also, not to go on a tangent, but I'm going to go on a tangent here for a quick second. That is, to go to that thing that's hey, I'll give you $1 billion if you go. You are a time traveler. You do not want to be anywhere, any when predictable. You show up to that to get that $1 billion check, and a sniper takes you out from 100 feet away.
Oh, you think that they would be suppressed?
I think they would be stunned. I think anyone shows up to that and is like, okay, I can get more money than God because I'm a time traveler. I'm not coming here because I don't need your paltry $1 billion. I'm from the future where we trade in quartzels. I can get 5,000 quartzels just by going back to the 1960s. I don't need to go to your fucking $1 billion what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying no one would ever show up at that period in time because that would be the perfect time for an anti-time traveler sniper to take care of some fucking business.
I mean, time travel might be expensive. You have to fuel the machine. Who knows? There might be gas guzzlers.
You know, it could be. It could be that, actually.
Yeah.
Gotta pay the bills somehow.
Uh-huh. So all three of them try to bring themselves back home, and so they create this planet
Weird
that is...
dimension that is like...
1/3 Earth, 1/3 the Andalite homeworld, and 1/3 the Yeerk homeworld. But they all get transported there pretty much separately, and Elf is like, oh, I'm home. I'm near my favorite tree. And I'm gonna cry now and talk to this tree, and the tree's gonna talk back to me. And there's a moment where a line I quoted, he's like, and only a handful of trees have ever used words, and even then it could take them hours to say a single word. And I was just like, I love Animorphs. The trees talk.
The trees talk, but very slowly.
Yeah, that's just great. What a great detail. We also learned that Andalites live in holes that they call scoops.
Yes, they live in scoops.
Which is very cute. He's like, oh, that's my scoop.
That's my scoop.
Yeah, and Elf realizes that he's, not in Kansas anymore because he looks over and sees Yeerk sky, and he looks over and he's like, why is that sky all blue and cloudy? Oh, that must be Earth. He finds Lauren, and
who he is in love with.
Yeah, like deeply. And I understand it because she gets pissed off at the Visser and just throws a rock at his head.
No. Take note of this. She does throw a rock at him, but at another point she hits a rock at him with a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's incredible. Like, Butch Icon, hello?
Yeah, it's true. And finally somebody rides an
queering
Andalite.
Heterosexuality by marrying a male alien.
Yeah. It's true. Where's the pride flag for that, huh? And we get another run of stuff. Honestly, all of the stuff on their mash. Okay, Geralt is just sort of being a tornado.
I hear him.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Tell
him I love him, please.
Geralt, you're awful.
I didn't say that.
But Sarah loves you anyway.
Okay, there we go.
Everything on the mashup world is so good. We get a really great run of Elf trying to understand human stuff that made me think about Axe. Because he's like, what are all of these cubes everywhere? And Lauren's like, those are buildings. We live in them. And he's like, how? And she's like, they're hollow. You go inside. And he's like, what? And then they go into the buildings and he's like, humans love rectangles. There's just rectangles everywhere. Stairs are just a bunch of rectangles that you stack together so that you can make your house a bigger rectangle. Humans are crazy. And it's like, what's happening right now? It makes me so happy. Yeah, it's
fucking wild.
And they meet Lauren's mom, and it's so surreal and so scary and so funny. It's
because the mom is like, well, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. You know how I feel about Andalites. I love them. And Lauren's like, you don't know what the fucking Andalite is? You're not my mom.
Yeah. Basically, she's
like, oh, sweetie, I've known what an Andalite is for 20 years. I'm cooler than you think, kiddo.
She's like, you think Andalites are new? I'm not that old. We had Andalites when I was a kid. And Lauren's like, no, you fucking didn't. What the hell?
It's really good.
And basically, she's just a simulation that's recreated from, like, parts of Lauren's memory. And it's, like, heartbreaking because Lauren was so sure that she would be able to, like, see her mom. And she's, like, crying.
Yeah.
And then she runs away to hit softballs to vent her feelings.
Yeah.
There's just so fucking much that happens. There's a really interesting moment where they go into a McDonald's that Lauren had recreated with her will.
Yeah.
And the cashier is a guy she only remembers as, like, having acne and she doesn't actually remember his face. So he's just like got like a head that's all splotchy and no eyes even. And I was like, this poor dude.
Yeah, he's having a rough day.
That unmemorable that when somebody tries to like pull up a mental image of you, it's just your acne and no eyes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. One of the things I really liked here was the reveal that Andalites created cities and then realized that they were miserable.
Yeah.
And they tore all the cities down and went back to like communal farm living, which I love as like a criticism of like how like cities can be. Sorry, I got so distracted because Geralt did something really stupid and I lost what that sentence was. I'm also
slightly distracted because I have to use the bathroom. Let's finish this episode quickly.
Elf is looking at the patterns of the sky and he realizes that it's like a quantum spiral of some sort, and they realize that the time orb matrix is probably in the middle of the spiral and that the Visser is probably also there, and so they start running and Lauren rides on Elf's back, which I really like. But the closer you get to the time orb, the more compact time is, so it goes faster. And it's so fucking gross because they just describe Lauren's toenails and fingernails growing to be like 3 feet long, and I hate it. I hate it so much. They grow so long that they like burst through her shoes, which is disgusting. Also, what are your shoes made of? There's a moment here where Lauren calls out that her boobs are growing really fast. Because she's like, I think that I'm probably 18 years old. My fingernails are so long. My hair is so long. Let's just say I'm probably 18 now. And my only thought was like that her boobs grew because she had been 12.
Yeah.
And they get to Time Orb and they decide to go hide on Earth.
Yep.
Because Elf doesn't want to
fight anymore.
He doesn't know how to face his people.
And he changes
because he basically like mutinied.
Yeah. So he does something. He does like what Axe did to create like the one, we are all one race. The I am this race thing.
Yeah.
He called it something. I can't remember what it was, but he changed his name to Alfred Fangor.
Yep.
AKA Al Fangor.
Alfangor.
Which is hilarious.
Yep.
He knocks up his wife.
Well, yeah, he goes to college. First, he goes to college for physics, and then does another degree in computer science. And he helps Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. They're both name dropped, which is so fucking funny.
Love whenever shit like this happens.
Yeah.
In books and shit.
He's like, my friend Bill always came over and we talked through his ideas, but I had to use simple concepts like Windows to explain it to him. And it's like, oh my God.
But anyways, and then he comes home one day and there's a man in his room and he's like, what the fuck? This is where I live. And the man in his room is like, this is not where you live, Alfengor. And he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, piss. Yep. Oh, dick. Oh,
you're an Elemist, aren't you? Damn it.
Yeah.
And basically the Elemist starts being like, you gotta go back. You fucked it all up. How dare you? And he's like, I have a wife. And the Elemist says, the human girl Lauren was meant to marry a human, but I read the second human as woman at first. And so I thought the Elemist was saying the human girl was meant to marry a woman. And I was like, is the Elemist like, fuck you, Elfanger? She's supposed to be gayer. It's like, okay. I mean fair enough. I would probably disrupt a timeline to make somebody
the
gayer.
thing is, though, that, like, you could just, like, in that case, you would not have to reset the timeline as harsh, and you could just, like, reset it so that Alfengor, like, acquired women instead of men.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Alfengor could just come out as a woman.
Yeah.
So then the Elemist is like, hey, you gotta come back. I'm gonna undo everything about time. And Elfengor's like, well, shit. I don't really have an option here. Bye, family. Will Lauren remember me? And the Elemist is like, no. And he's like, well, okay.
He totally tricks him, too. Like, he gets Elf to, like, agree to go back before revealing that Lauren is pregnant. And Elf is like, wait, I have a kid? That changes things. I have to go back. And Ellimist is like, too late. You already agreed. And it's like, I can understand why Andalite parents used Ellimists as like stories to keep their kids in check.
Yeah, like the thing
suck.
about it is that like it's just like the element shows him the timeline of like the five things, and he's like, that one is your child, and Elfangor is like, so you don't meddle in other people's timelines, huh? And the elf is like, was that sarcasm, Prince Elfangor?
Yeah. There's also a mention of Axe, which makes me really happy.
His little brother.
Because, yeah, they go into just sort of time. They just sort of go into time. And Elf's like, well, I see hi, little brother. And I'm like, Axe is here. And he says that he sees Arbron is still alive. And he's like a Taxon hero, which made me really happy.
I'm sorry. I know this was a revelation last episode, but so Axe is Tobias's uncle, huh?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. That's taken some processing.
Yeah. But, so he goes back, and then his final...
Can I just mention one really beautiful passage that made me really emotional?
Please do.
This is where we start seeing, like, the lines of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
This gave me so many Tobias feelings, because he says, I saw the tiny line that was my son flow off through time. I saw pain and hardship and loneliness for him. And I was like, oh no! And then... he says, but like a distant nova, I saw a flash of light far at the edge of a still uncertain future. Across the galaxy, my brother's line reached to join my son's, and 4 other bright, shining timelines formed together with those 2. And it's like so beautiful. He's literally just like, no, I can see the Animorphs coming together and being a family. Yay! And it made me have a lot of feelings.
And then it flashes to the moments before he passes, where he has Tobias tell him things.
He basically, this lovely passage, he gets thrown back in time to some important Andalite battle, and he just like fucking The Last Jedi is a blade ship by just like throwing his own ship at it, which is really great, and it like dies. And then there's this, and I guess he'd been missing for a couple years, and there's this awesome scene where he's talking with like a higher ranked Andalite, and he tells him the entire story, including all of his like terrible mistakes and all of the horrible things he did. And the guy is like, well, I don't think that anybody has to know all of the details. I think that that's too complex, and what we really need is a hero. We don't need a complicated story, which is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of that, because it's just like, it's slowly deconstructing like the Andalite society, which is up until now seen as like really perfect.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah.
And then, basically it ends by going right back to
the abandoned construction site.
The abandoned construction site, where it's said that basically when Axe got thrown in the dome ship, it seems to be implied that Elfangor was trying to go get the time matrix so that he could save Axe's life, because he thought he had died.
Yeah.
But no, he knew that he was going to live.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he was trying to get the time matrix in any case, and he, in his dying breath, is telling this story, and he talks to Tobias, and he says, go to your friends, Tobias, they're your family now, which made me have feelings.
Yeah.
And then it ends exactly like Rogue One, with the word hope.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
That's Animorphs.
That's Animorphs.
All right, we got one question. We're going to go through it really quick because I have to go to the bathroom. And we... at Kyatanaru wants to know, if you had to get nothlited but you could choose the animal, what animal would you be? Tiger. Seda, what's your answer?
I don't know. House cat, but I'd really like to be able to fly, so I don't know. I find that difficult.
Yeah. So if you would like to support the show, patreon.com/fearbaiting, you can go ahead and give us some money, help us keep the lights on, which is a joke because this show is happening no matter what, because your help with the hosting fees is greatly appreciated, but it is not a necessity anymore at this point in our lives. If $1 a month gets you access to all of our bonus content and our polls and shit for fear baiting, $5 a month. I just had the weirdest thing happen where I was just like trepidatious about saying the word shit. Like I was like, oh, can I say shit on this podcast? Do you ever have that happen? Seda? Oh no. Alright, sorry about the weird audio complications. Something bad just happened to Seda's computer. $10 a month, $5 a month gets you a message right on the show, and $10 a month lets you pick a movie for our sister podcast, Fear Baiting, where Blair and I look at horror movies, and it's very fun. We always shout out the $5 and $10 a month donors, but thank you very much to Paul Bechtel, Sophie, the cool Sophie, Kit, and Michael Kaiser. If you want to follow us, we are at The Wonder Yeerks on Twitter, and you can also shoot us an email if you want. I don't think anyone has yet, but thewonderyeerks@gmail.com if you're so inclined. If you want to find me elsewhere, I'm at SunHatZenya on Twitter, Chie Satsunakas on Tumblr, and also I'm SunHatZenya on Twitch. If you want to find, check out my other podcasts. I already mentioned Fear Baiting, but there's also Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, which is my leftism podcast that I do with a bunch of my friends, and it's very fun. We talk about politics. Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, HKIPGTD on Twitter. If you want to follow Blair Kitsch on Twitter and Tumblr, and Seda can be found on Bandcamp at gaygothvibes.online, which is where they make music under the name People You Meet Outside of Bars. You can also follow Seda at Nudity with an EA. Oh, hey, Seda.
EA instead of a Y. Or do my other podcast where I do songs to solve problems called Music for Molehills.
It's great.
Also, check out Fear Baiting this month because Schlocktober is dope, and also I made a new theme song that I really want everyone to hear.
It's good. But until next time, folks, thank you very much for joining us on this week's episode of The Wonder Yeerks. We might do another Chronicles book next time, just so that we're current with all that shit. Because, we could do Hork-Bajir Chronicles. But until next time, folks, I'm Sarah.
I'm Seda.
And that was Blair. And remember, keep your hand on the Escafil device.